And now we will be discussing world events. Right now, Turkey and Israel, who had close military relationships in the past, are seeing their relationship deteriorate. Turkey ordered the expulsion of Israel's ambassador and other senior diplomats stationed there on Friday over Israel's failure to apologize for a deadly raid last year on a Gaza-bound ship in a flotilla loaded with humanitarian aid. The ship had sailed for Gaza carrying supplies and pro-Palestinian activists seeking to break the Israeli maritime blockade of Gaza. The blockade was imposed, according to the Israeli military, to prevent the smuggling of weapons to the Hamas-ruled coastal enclave. And just really quickly, that blockade, it was deemed legal by NATO, I believe it is, whoever oversees that kind of stuff. I shall look into it. But it was legal. And but they did rule, however, that Israel's actions were a bit too forceful, as 9 deaths resulted in the incident. Libya now. Rebel reinforcements are arriving outside the pro-Gaddafi stronghold of Bani Walid, where thousands of rebels are waiting for orders to attack, as negotiations to resolve the standoff peacefully have not been working. If this escalates into an armed conflict, it would be a key battle for control of Libya and a possible forecast of the outcome of the Libyan civil war. So we will see how that happens. It's a developing story right now. In Japan, this is sad, more devastation as Typhoon Talis swept across western Japan, killing at least 29 people, and I believe the figure right now is about 54 people missing. The storm unleashed record rainfall that triggered landslides and flooding. So if you think Irene was bad, always know that it could be very worse. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the people of Japan who have already experienced enough troubles in the past few months. Okay, really quickly, for those of you who go to Rutgers, this is some Rutgers current events, some school spirit, bring up the mood a little bit. On September 6th, the Off-Campus Student Association has their welcome barbecue on Livingston campus in the Livingston Student Center. I believe it's around the Rutgers zone from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. So make sure you go there, get some hot dogs, some burgers. September 7th, Rupa presents the Hot Air Balloon Ride. Douglas campus on the Douglas Woodlawn. Sounds fun. September 9th, the Fall Involvement Fair. This is something that you really should make sure you get going to. From 3 p.m. to 7 p.m., the Voorhees Mall on College Ave. Bunch of clubs and organizations going to be there. Make sure you go. See, there's bound to be something there that interests you. So make sure you stop by. Okay, guys, probably just gonna cut it there. This was basically just a tryout to see how long all this information would be. It's kind of like a tryout for the live show, which I guess it's kind of a blessing in disguise that I misread the schedule. Oops again. So normally after something like this, what I'd be planning anyways was to have a little something of my own philosophy. So whether it be on relationship kind of stuff, anything on pretty much my personal opinions on anything. It doesn't have to be anything serious like politics or anything like that. Just silly stuff, just for fun. I'm not gonna put anything on this right now on this podcast. I want it to be on the live edition. Make it a little special. Maybe come up with some good, even better stuff. But what I will say now is that look me up on Facebook, The Motley Experience. I want this to be a fan interactive show. By that I mean I want listeners to be able to post on Facebook or, tell me on Twitter what they want to talk about. And the Rucker stuff, obviously, there's not much we can do with that unless you want to, there's something going on that you want me to talk about that you want to, advertise for your organization. Not advertise because we can't advertise unless, well, I guess if it's a Rutgers event. Um, but the economy, politics, stuff like that, those are going to be pretty staple parts of the show. But the last part, that's something I want to have a little more fun with. I want to be able to get you guys involved into. So if there is anything at all that you guys want to talk about, whether it be relationships, anything to do with the opposite sex, guys, girls, whatever, celebrity stuff, gossip, whatever, anything that crosses your mind, as long as it is appropriate. Might be able to get away with some more things, on the podcast, but I can only go so far because it is associated with WRSU, and WRSU has very strict um, guidelines that I must follow. So please make it appropriate. And other than that, I just want to have some fun. So thank you guys for listening. Enjoy the rest of your holiday, the rest of your Labor Day. And yeah, I guess that's it. Just stay safe, guys, okay?